We're back.
Welcome back, everyone, to depression-youarenotalone.com. To my left here, with her Friday shirt on,
Yes. Well, I'm off a day, but
is-
whatever.
is Shannon.
You're only off a day?
One day. One
I thought
day.
you were off all the time.
That's a matter of opinion, everyone. Anyway, and
whatever.
behind the scenes is John, and my name is Lou. So today we'll talk a little bit about depression. I literally just lost a cap off my tooth, literally within minutes ago.
Yes, you did.
So that's great.
Dental work's coming
That's
around the
something
corner.
I wanted to have to deal with now. We're still dealing with moving into the house. Our grass is getting so tall. Kevin Costner was here surveying the property on where to build the baseball field.
Oh, God.
So I
It's
gotta-
not that tall,
I gotta
but
get
it needs
that
to be
taken
cut.
care of. But,
And a rainstorm is getting ready to come.
yeah, we're doing these episodes outside because we're in Florida while we can. While it's not raining. I tried to lay out in the pool several times this week. Every time I lay out, it's nice and sunny. As soon as I lay there,
It clouds up.
the sun goes away. So I give up. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm going to make a pond out of the pool.
Yeah, maybe.
So this week, for me, not a good week. I had some depression this week. I told you about it.
Yeah.
Also been putting things away, so I've been going through boxes and boxes of photographs and all kinds of documents, and running across photos of the kids when they were little and remembering those times that seemed like they were just not too long ago, but those days are gone. They're gone. It's life, things move on. Life moves on.
People grow up.
People grow up, they leave. I don't have time for you anymore.
You're talking low.
Well, because I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to start drooling all over myself.
Oh, it's not. It's like a little baby thing.
Now I gotta eat mashed potatoes and soft crap like that. And hey, now I was thinking of this. Remember the old Star Trek movies back in the '60s? The shows.
Yeah, the
They
series,
used to drink
original series.
drinks this color, didn't
Yeah.
They did.
they?
Yeah, some alien martini
alien juice or something?
whatever, their alcohol, yeah.
Yeah, they were very advanced back then. Except the ship never worked.
Yeah.
They always needed more power, but Scotty couldn't get the thing going.
Beam me up, Scotty.
I can't, Captain. The ship's a piece of crap. The ship's crap.
Crap.
So anyway, this week has been rough. Depression for me. And I just try to move along, stay busy, as I always suggest to everyone. There were times I felt like just laying down and going to bed, but I didn't do it. Can't do it either. There's too much
Stuff to do.
that needs to get done. And I'd rather be busy than be miserable in bed, because that's no way to live. That's depression winning. Right? And that's something we don't want. I can't stop sticking my tongue in there. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Oh, just stop doing it.
There you go. How's your shoulder?
My shoulder.
Yeah, wasn't your shoulder hurting you or something?
No,
Your elbow.
it's my
Your
elbow.
That's right.
Yeah, her tennis elbow. That,
My tennis. It's still there, but it's not as prevalent. But thank goodness. Thank you for asking.
That was my pleasure.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Shannon yesterday? Was it yesterday or the day before?
I don't know.
About the week for me with depression. It's hard to explain to people, obviously. I don't even know if you noticed throughout the week. It was more quiet.
Yeah, you're quiet now. Like your volume on your mouth is quiet.
Okay, what do you want me to do? Start yelling and screaming? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're low though.
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah, the question is, can the microphone hear you?
Yeah,
no,
that's
I'm sure, but I'm also a little low on energy because that's what happens for me and many when you've been going through depression for several days. Is that energy level tends to decline, and then you got to push, you got to fight to get out of it, or else you're in a rut. So that's what I did. I tried to stay busy. Went over to John's this morning, which is a bit of a drive, just to get out of the house. Went into the Walmart parking lot, took one look out of it and said, nope, never going in there.
Oh, it was busy.
It was more than busy.
You know, I think of depression for me, what it's done. It's made me so more patient about so many things, and it's made me so impatient about so many things. One thing that I'm very impatient with is nonsense. Nonsense is something that just absolutely drives me nuts. It just drives me nuts. You know, I look at these, what happened here this last week with a school shooting. All those children that were murdered. And I hear the answer, for example, from Mr. Trump. This isn't getting into politics, it's getting into stupidity, which when you fought, battled depression, anxiety, panic attacks, you shouldn't have time for that BS, for stupidity. So according to this man and many others, the answer to stop school shootings is more weapons, right? As he mentioned again, arm the teachers. Folks, think back to your childhood. I had teachers that, oh my God, if they had guns, I had one teacher, you remember, he was your teacher too before me, Mr. Hall.
I never had them, but I know who he was. Yeah, I know.
He snapped in the middle of the class. Was rambling on, nobody knew what the hell he was talking about, and left. Walked out the door and left the classroom, abandoned the classroom. Give that man a gun. Give him an AR-15.
Yeah. I had a teacher like
But this is the answer, right?
that too.
It's dangerous in some cases. I mean, look at all these school shootings we have. So the answer is to arm more people. Arm the teachers. Now, when the teachers start to snap, then you arm custodians. When the custodian snaps, then just arm all the kids.
Yeah.
Right, like Archie Bunker's solution to hijackings is arm all the passengers as they get on the plane,
All his
and then when they get off the plane, they give the
Guns back.
weapons back. That way, they don't have to check for weapons before passengers are on the plane, and a skyjacker doesn't feel like he has any advantage because everyone else is armed. That's the solution.
Skyjacker.
So the solution is the Archie Bunker solution. Archie Bunker was a fictional character, but he was an ignoramus, and that's your model, right? That's the model. Arm more people.
Arm the teachers, dress them up like all these cops are dressed up now, like they just came back from Iraq. And put the
that's
teachers
crazy.
in those uniforms and
That's crazy.
let them have at it.
That's crazy.
I don't understand. This is why sometimes I walk away from the news. I don't want to hear it. I made a mistake too with when COVID came out. I was watching too much of the news.
Oh, me
Too much of the
too.
news. I caught myself. I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh.
And I'm hearing the same thing all day. It's not like it's
Yeah.
new. Something new just came up. I'm hearing the same thing at 6 p.m. that I heard at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
And it was stressing me out, and it was stressing many people out.
Mm-hmm.
Many people. But I think of these lives lost, these children. And that's the answer. Not regulating guns. No. More guns. I think of Fox News. We have the hearings right now for the
January 6th.
January 6th, the insurgents.
Insurrection.
And the insurrection. Fox News is not airing that. Why? You don't want to hear Bill Barr say that he told Donald Trump it was bullshit?
About the election results.
About saying that it was stolen from him? Bill Barr, his attorney general, told him it was bullshit. His daughter Ivanka, who said in her testimony that she trusts Bill Barr, and when she heard him, it changed her mind. Yeah, Fox doesn't want you to hear that because they want Tucker Carlson to be spewing his absurdities, scaring the crap out of everyone, looking shocked at everything he says. Like, did I just say that? You know, he looks at the camera, right? Like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Did I just say that?
That stupid look he gets on his face.
He does have a stupid look on his face. A lot.
And Hannity, he looks like such a nice guy. You know, some people just look like dicks, and they are.
Yeah.
So, keep people uninformed. Scare people. Scare people. So the answer is more guns. Is more people around you with weapons. Like they wanted to do here, open carry, where you're in a bar, and it's like the Wild West with people packing guns in a
That
bar.
would not go down well.
In a bar.
It didn't pass. It didn't.
No.
And I owned the bar at the time when they were trying to do it.
Yeah.
And I told my patrons, it's not going to happen in here. I don't care what they do. I don't care what they do. It's not going to happen.
Hell no.
Because every now and then, there was a fight. There was a fight out in the parking lot. So just give these, hey, listen guys, here's a gun for you, and the gun for you. Now go outside and resolve the issue. Really, that's the answer.
You both go out 10 paces, turn around and shoot.
Yeah, and give them gloves too, so first they can slap each other with the glove.
Right, yeah, you gotta give them.
And then,
Wow.
I mean, let's do it right. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because it's nonsense. It's foolishness. It's stupidity. It's dishonesty. And when you battle depression, as long as I have, which is pretty much my whole life, when you've survived suicide attempts, when you've gotten to where I am, these things are nonsense. There's no time in my life for this nonsense, this stupidity. And I wish people would say, you know what? Real is real. This is just plain stupid, and I'm not going to waste my time. Politics come into play because in this country, unfortunately, if a butterfly farts, we have to debate on whose fault it was.
That's true.
Oh, that was Joe Biden's fault. Yeah, Joe Biden did that.
Okay.
If it wasn't for Joe Biden, that butterfly wouldn't have farted.
Yeah.
Oh, if Trump was president, there would be butterflies and unicorns everywhere. Because that's where you are. That's where we are. I mean, it's all about sides. Sides. There are people that are in a bar or at a sporting event, when their team loses, will fight with other people.
No, that's ridiculous.
They'll get into actual physical fights.
Yeah.
The stupidity of it is the players, the opposing players, many of them are friends.
Yeah, they play with each
They
other.
hang out together,
Yeah.
they vacation with one another, they know each other's kids, but the fans will actually get in a fight
They've
over
been on
their
other
team.
teams together.
losing.
They know they're friends. Yeah.
If you're one of those people, you're an idiot.
Plain and simple.
I am sorry, I don't. You know what? This is the other thing. Like I said, I am so patient when someone is struggling to be there for them, to listen to them, to do whatever I can to help them. With stupid, I have no patience. Because you know what? I'm also tired. I've been battling this thing my whole life, and I'm tired. I don't have patience for you if you're an idiot. Because you cannot fix stupid.
No, you can't.
You can't. Now, for those of you that realize, okay, yeah, I'm a moron, but I want help. Different situation. That's different. Yes, I'll help you. A lot of people are willing to help you. But if you're an idiot, and you're completely convinced that you're right about everything, but you know nothing, you read nothing, you research nothing, you know nothing, but you know this. This is the problem that we have in this country. This is the problem we have with Fox News. This is a problem we have. People don't spend time thinking about what they like. They spend time thinking about who they hate.
All the time. Who they
Who
hate.
do I hate?
Yeah.
And Fox News is there to cater to you.
Yeah, that's true.
Tucker Carlson is there to cater to you. That these people are coming in replacing you, right? They're going to replace you.
Yeah, they're going to take away your country.
For those of you, I guess, that feel like that, I guess you're Native Americans.
No, there was I saw a video of a protest. The Native Americans, I think it was at the pipeline protest out in wherever the hell it was. And some redneck is telling these guys to go back to their country.
Yeah, well, they are there. You're not. Your ancestors came from where? England, Ireland, France, Germany? Hal? Who knows where they came from? Maybe you don't even know. Because maybe you're a mutt, right? Maybe you have so much,
A mutt.
well, whatever, that you don't even know who your ancestors are. But once you've arrived, that's it. We have a group here, like I've mentioned this many times before, a group here from Latin America. They come here on boats and whatever, but they don't want others coming here.
Yeah.
If you're coming from Mexico or Nicaragua, whatever, no, we don't want you here. Yeah, but you came from.
But you
came.
came.
Yeah, but that's us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
That's okay then,
And
right?
they all tend to be super right wing.
Because this country owes them something. That's what they
Yes.
believe.
Owes
This country
you.
owes them something.
Owes you nothing. Your country should not owe you anything. You should owe your country. Serve your country, your community, your neighborhood, your family, your friends. Not people owe you. This sense of entitlement. Like that lady I was holding the door for. I don't want to talk about her, but I'm holding the door and she stops with her cell phone as I'm sitting here holding the door.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She
Entitled.
expected it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she expected it.
Absolutely. You're going to do that because I'm me and you're nobody.
I get nice people when I go in the doors.
Well, you're a woman.
Well, no, I mean, men can have that too.
And not only that, you're blonde, so they figure you don't know how to open the door, so they'll open it for you.
I don't think
Yeah,
that's
ma'am, pull.
thinking.
Paul.
Hey, at work they
The
had to
door
push
is locked. No,
push on
pull.
it.
Pull. Oh, okay.
Because everybody kept
Now
looking
it
to it.
works. Now it works.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
You know, but I think about this. Like I said, people spend so much time thinking on who they hate.
Oh, they do.
I hear so much about those Chinese are taking our jobs. They're coming in here to take our jobs. Really, that's what's happening. American companies go to China to manufacture products, fire Americans working here,
Close down the factory.
close down the factories, leave the office, the corporate offices, we're in New York, Chicago, wherever, the corporate offices here, fire Americans, go to China or India or Vietnam
Pakistan,
or Mexico
no,
or
number,
Pakistan
yeah.
or whatever, to make so they make more money and their stockholders make more money, and then those people that lose their job hate Chinese people.
Yeah.
Really? Again, no patience for stupid. You want to be angry? Boycott the company.
Yeah, that's what you can
Boycott
do.
the company. But you won't do that because this is what most Americans do. They chirp. They chirp. Like I had mentioned this in the past, remember? Where I did that poll
Yeah,
on my Twitter page years ago.
yeah, price.
I did a poll. What is important to you as a consumer? Quality, price, made in the USA.
remember.
I forget what the other one was. It was 4. I don't remember the other one.
I don't remember either, but it was price.
Made in the USA,
Was dead last.
dead
Last.
last.
They wanted cheap.
Dead last. So when I hear hatred towards these people, that people, because they're taking our jobs, you want the cheapest shit you could buy. You don't care if it was made on the moon. So you know what? Our dad was an immigrant. Our dad immigrated here from Portugal.
He was contracted to come.
What? Yes, contracted to come here because he was a boat designer, boat builder. When I was a kid, he told me, I buy American. I live in the United States. I buy American. So why is it you Dales and Verns
Yeah, Billy Bob.
and all you
Yeah,
rednecks,
yeah.
all you hillbillies that wrap yourselves up in a flag are buying shit from China because you want cheap?
They want cheap.
My dad didn't. My dad came from Europe, wasn't born here. And he said, I buy American. And he did. American cars, he loved his American cars.
Yep.
American tools. You showed him Chinese tools or whatever. Nope. I don't want garbage that's going to break.
Yeah.
So,
On occasion, he'd buy European stuff because of the quality.
yeah, absolutely.
occasion.
But he also said to me, too, if I moved to Germany, I would buy German-made products because I live there.
Exactly.
That was his way of thinking. But then you have people here that are so full of hatred at the rest of the world that you just want cheap shit.
No, there's too much.
But you don't want to lose your job.
No.
Don't want to lose your job. And especially the more conservative people are, the more insensitive they are.
You just look at the homeless problem in this country.
Yeah, but if we keep them invisible,
Oh, that's
Then,
disappearing. They're
yeah.
keep them
more
invisible,
Yeah.
if we can do that.
Oregon, they have them in tents.
And let me say this going back to school shootings. This concept of we do nothing, but then after the fact, we pray. You can pray all you want after the damage has been done. It's done. What you do is you do what you can to avoid it happening again. This bullshit about we're going to pray, or thoughts and prayers. Your thoughts and prayers for what? For those that have already been murdered? What good is that going to do? How about thoughts? How about thoughts of how to prevent this going forward?
Wouldn't that be nice?
So this doesn't happen
It's
again.
preventable.
And that
Some
thought,
of it is.
and that answer is not arming everyone in
No,
sight.
not at all. Oh my gosh, that'd be
Everyone
horrific.
in sight.
Holy moly.
How many of these people have committed mass shootings that are off balance? They've got mental issues.
Oh,
big time.
yeah, a lot of them do.
They were known that they were going to break and do something
Yeah,
eventually.
yeah. There was signs.
And
you
nobody
mean?
did anything about
Nobody
it.
did
And what
anything.
happens so
It's
many
too late.
times too is
And they went ahead and did it.
what
Yeah.
happens so many times too is even the parents know there's something wrong with my kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There is something wrong with my
Yeah.
kid. My kid plays violent video games.
Yeah.
My kid is looking at the magazines of that, you know, 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old shouldn't be looking at. My kid has no friends.
Yeah.
Isolates himself in a room.
yeah, the signs are there. But they
he's-
didn't do anything about it.
The signs are there. Abuse animals, that's a big
That's
sign
a huge
too.
big
one,
sign.
huge.
There are parents that see that. My kid has problems,
Yeah.
but they'll outgrow it. Or it's just a phase. Or in some cases, I hate to say it, the parents are like, you know what, me. I'm doing my thing. I don't have time for that. I raised him, you know.
And lo and behold.
I'm going to go out. I'm divorced, or I'm this, or I'm that. I'm going to live my life.
Or in many
And then
cases,
what happens?
in a lot of these states, they can't get help.
No.
No,
There's
they
no-
can't.
no
You're
mental
right.
help.
They can't.
Mental issues for
You're
health mental
right.
issues.
And then you still
Yeah.
have this mentality with a lot of people in this country, in the world. We're talking about this country. This is where we live,
Yeah.
and everybody thinks this country's so advanced in everything,
And
and everything better than the rest of the world,
Better than
and
everybody,
everything,
they
and
think.
everything,
But
and
that's not
everything,
true.
and
Yeah,
absolutely
we're
everything.
122nd on the Peace Index. We're 37th in healthcare. It's just, we're not number one in anything except war.
Yeah.
So, now I forgot what I was going to say. But there's still a mentality of mental illness is BS. It still exists. It exists.
course it
And it
exists.
exists with stupid people. And a lot of these, the problem is, there's a huge percentage of people in government here that have to be the biggest morons I've ever seen in my life. That say the stupidest crap I have ever heard. That show they don't care, they don't know, they're morons. But when something happens, they're the first ones to use the word prayer. You know, if you want to pray for an answer to prevent these things.
Yeah.
Not let them happen,
yeah.
and now we're going to pray
And
for
now
those
you
that
pray.
we've lost.
Yeah.
Or work on something.
Is that how you? Is that how you? Is that how you live in your family? Is that how you run your life at home for you congressmen, men and women? Is that what you do? You let things happen at home, and then after a disaster happens, then you pray. You're going to let your kids do drugs, and then if one of them ODs, then you're going to pray after.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You don't suggest things the way you do them at home. Just like in so many, we can get into so many things. Abortion, for example, that's been another issue, right?
It's a big issue.
Taking
now.
away a woman's right
Yeah,
to choose.
that is
for those
terrible.
of you right-wing politicians, that if a woman gets raped or if the pregnancy puts her life at risk, too bad, you still have to have that kid. If your daughter gets raped and gets impregnated,
It's
she's
a
getting an
different
abortion.
Story. It's a different story.
She's getting an abortion.
Yeah.
And I don't even care if you're a pastor and your daughter gets.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because you're all cynical, you're all liars. Mm-hmm. And this is depression. Is no patience, no tolerance and no patience for stupidity and bullshit. So, rough week for me, but I wanted to get this out. We're going to do this just a short episode because I'm a little tired and it's been rough. But thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.
And please subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a like. We'll see you
Take
next week.
care.
Take care.